What's up, everybody? My name is Jeffrey East. I am a singer-songwriter professionally, which basically means I don't have to drive for Uber as much as the normal guy. I've been really fortunate to have had my songs recorded by a bunch of different artists in different genres. Um, Paul McCartney told me to never drop names, so you just do your research as far as who's recorded my stuff. I think it was all these years of writing songs for other artists and hoping and praying that something good would happen with one of these songs that I slowly but surely realized that, I was singing all these demos and I had these things just laying around everywhere, and a lot of songs would come close to finding their way onto major projects, but at the last minute wouldn't be on it for whatever reason. And finally one day I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna release some of these songs myself. So that's what I did. And over the last few years, I released a single at a time. And then I decided to bundle all those singles that I'd released into a project called Dreamer. And I would just love to walk you guys through the story behind each song on the Dreamer project, if you're interested. If not, why? Or how are you here? Why are you here? I mean, I don't know. Did Paul McCartney send you? All right, the first song on the record is called Always Be Mine. Always Be Mine is a song I wrote with a man named Nick Brophy. Nick is a phenomenal producer in Nashville, Tennessee. He's worked with a lot of major artists, and he's also worked with me. Nick and I have done a lot of great work together, but the song that started it all was actually Always Be Mine. I remember driving down to his studio in Franklin, Tennessee. Maybe it was Brentwood. I don't know. I could drive you there, but there's some weird things. I don't know where Brentwood starts and Franklin ends. I'm sorry. I only lived there for 20 years. I remember driving to his studio and I was really nervous because I was like, man, I'm the artist today, I guess. Drove down there. We got together. We met. He welcomed me. He was just such a wonderful human being. Had the cutest little Chihuahua puppy I'd ever met in my life. And we got to work. He had this incredible studio. The lighting was nice. Everything about it was like, this guy knows what he's doing, which is always a comfortable place to be when you're a songwriter walking into a producer's studio. I think probably on the way down there, I'd had this idea for the song. That's a common theme with a lot of my writing. Yes, I have a phone full of notes and ideas and titles and hooks and things, but so many times, the songs that get written that day seldom come from that list that I've got going in my phone. It usually happens on the way to the studio or in the studio when I'm talking to a co-writer or something. This particular day, I can't remember how it exactly went down, but I do remember thinking that some of the decisions I'd made in my life had pointed me to the right direction, had elevated me in such a way that I was now in a real deal studio with an incredible producer. And we just got to do whatever the heck we want. And that's a really sweet place to be. Always Be Mine will always be a favorite. It was the one that started the journey for Nick and I. Yeah, that's not much of a story, is it? You know what? Paul is such a better storyteller than I am. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening. If you enjoy these behind the scenes looks at these songs that I have been writing, you can support me one of two ways. The first way is free. You can subscribe to me here on YouTube. I would love it if you subscribe. I'm trying to grow the YouTube presence here. I've got some plans for YouTube, but I really need people to watch those plans unfold. So go ahead and subscribe. The second way, if you are so inclined and you want first access to all these videos, you can join me at patreon.com/Jeffrey East. I'll put a link in the bio and all that good stuff. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this journey. And join us next week as I give you more insight behind the songs. I don't know what we're going to call this yet. Insight. Songs. Story behind the songs. Song stories. Songs.